so much for such excellent presentation. When you conclude your speech about the training and education, which has come up with, as you know, from my point of view, as associate professor in Kuwait University School of Education. So I'm teaching a class, it's called Career Education. So I always come up with conclusion one, which is, like finalize your speeches for tonight. Train, education and training, this is the very important pathway we have to think about it, because starting with the quality of education, we as educators, as experts, as specialists, as parents, help our kids, to think about the idea, how they come up with the idea that they create from their imagination. So we help through the education and training, not in the school, even in the family. I mean, also in the street, in the community, everywhere, to transfer these ideas to the real life. Right. Even today, I have speech in an international conference at 2:00 in Turkey. So I speak about, I just speak about how can we create active learning and good teaching in our classroom to help our students to be creativity and problem solver, and lead them to innovation way. Thank you so much. I'm really interested about all the presentation of our panel for this session. And also I would like to thank you everybody, and appreciate for all of you you having with us in this event. Just if we have any question, maybe I can just raise one question in front of me. Any of our presenter today for this session, he can feel free to answer. First one, in developing countries, the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem leading for economic diversification. From your opinion, for all of you, anyone who can answer this question, what is the shortcut pathway for successful implementation? Maybe you have 1 minute. Start with you, Mr. Maliko, if you have anything.
Yeah, that's a pretty loaded question. I think that, when you talk about what are some of the best practices, and for inserting that, is it has to be from the local level all the way to the government level, and making sure that everyone is on the same page about what is the best way to, hey, we all live in the same city or country. How do we move this forward? In some countries, there may be some fundamentally different things that they need to innovate. Some may need internet access. Some may need energy. Some may need, electricity. Some may need water. There's some very fundamental things that are important. And so being able to address those things, I think that, and then providing a framework and where everyone understands that, could be some of the places that I would start, with that. And those are some of the things that I see.
Oh, thank you so much. Somebody else, maybe he can add? Professor Perla or Mr. Mohammed, or Engineer Maad, Alia, Mr. Altura.
Okay,
anyone you can? Yes, please.
I will get ahead with the answer for the question.
Yes, Alia, تفضلي.
Basically, I am a member in the Aman 10th year plan in the Youth Development Committee, and we have innovation as one of the most important pillars for youth empowerment. So what we focus on during our planning phase, what we focus on is that as Mr. Nekia Maliko said, we need to have each stakeholders, all parties, each government, all government side, the private and public sector, all in the same picture, so they are aligned with our vision and what we want to achieve. And then the responsibility lies with all stakeholders, including the individual himself. And by that, having all parties having a clear vision and a clear picture of what we want to achieve, that is the fastest route that we can achieve any aspect that we want. So I think I totally agree with Mr. Maliko. If we have our vision very clear, and we have our objective written and everything is very clear, it will be very easy to work ahead toward achieving them.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Ali. Somebody else who would like to add? Or maybe I have a question for Mr. Mohammed Toura. Are you with us?
I can add one thing.
Oh, yes, please.
Just as a thought. So
yes.
It's not an answer, but it's a thought. I actually think that trying to find kind of the shortcut or the path, the fastest path is not the right way to go. So everybody always talk about the overnight success, but they forget that it's typically a 10 to 20 year overnight success. So, if you think of Amazon, now everybody thinks Amazon is this crazy thing. Oh my God, they exploded. They're 26 years old. It took them about 24 of those to become the Amazon we know today, right? And so that's just one company. If you think of a whole ecosystem, of a whole country, to be able to really align all the stakeholders to achieve success, it's not going to happen overnight. So I guess my best advice would be patience, if nothing else, but really focus and patience. So focus on what it is that you want to build.
Good. Excellent. Why do you think Amazon took a long time with this issue, from your opinion?
Because I think, to be honest, because it takes time. Because it takes time to focus. It takes time to really build. So even Amazon, they had built their fleet. They had built their service offering. It takes time to build both the focus, but also the capacity that you have, or that you need to grow. And so even if you think of the ecosystem equivalent, if you have one organization or you have 5 organizations, and if you have 500 organizations, if they work individually, they don't create a critical mass. And so Amazon did the same thing. They sort of started consolidating parts of their business and introducing new parts and really making them all work as one unit to become this giant that they are right now. And it really would be the same for an innovation ecosystem. You take all the players you already have, all the educational, post-secondary education institutions, your government stakeholders, your nonprofits, even innovators, and you really start creating a shared vision and a shared goal for everybody to work towards, then you will really start creating movement. But it's going to take time. I don't think there's a shortcut.
Yes. Even also, I'm wondering about very important things with your these issues and ideas and experiences about the core of values, because from my point of view, with emphasize about the digital citizenship. For example, now we have to be aware to use the software, to use these programs, to enter the mass communication. So we need to. All of us are the experts in different fields. We need to work with this. Anyway, it's so many things, so many thoughts, so many ideas. Maybe we can stay for days and nights to speak about it. I would like to thank you, all of you, and thank you for Dr. Hanadi for this such amazing event that gathering valuable experts and specialists from around the world. I hope this event coming in the future more and more. I'm so glad to know you, and I hope we can have such communication in coming future. Thank you so much. Be safe, be healthy, and good luck for all of you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Selwa. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all the presenter. It's a largest event sharing and gathering the practitioners. Our event or our conference is sharing with the practitioner rather than doing only the expert. It's expert and practitioners, and the practitioner included all the stakeholders who is supporting innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem. Most than welcome for all your participations and for your to be part of our conference. Now we will shift to
دكتورة هنادي, إذا سمحتي لي just only 10 seconds. I would like, I know Dr. Hanadi, she worked very hard for the last few months, and she was struggling day and night to come up with this such amazing event. We are very proud of her as a Kuwaiti woman organized this event, and thank you so much, Dr. Hanadi. I wish you to complete all the session for tonight for the second day. I know we are very proud of you. Thank you so much for this such amazing effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Selwa. Thank you for your participation. Professor Anderson, now it is your time to chairing the next sessions. Your next sessions is about strengthening tradition and virtual surfaces. And I think most of your participant is there. I keep contact them personally.
Yes, I believe everyone is here.
Yes, go ahead.